Over the past 12 months, I spent $1,195 in annual credit card fees, but earned over $3,777 in value across 4 credit cards. And so today, I want to share you guys how I made this profit so you guys can do it yourself as well. That profit, by the way, does not include any credit card sign-up bonuses. And I also want to emphasize before I begin that my philosophy with credit cards is that you should just use whatever fits your lifestyle and is money you're gonna spend already. And so this is not a video about like credit card churning, although I have looked into that before. This is more about the 4 credit cards that are in my wallet that I use on a day-to-day basis throughout the year and how I maximize all the benefits so I can get as much profit as possible. And so in today's video, I'm going to be talking about the Chase Sapphire Reserve, the Amex Gold, Capital One Venture X, and the Chase Amazon Prime cards. And all 4 of these will be linked down in the description below. And be sure to stick to the end of the video if you want to download my free credit card tracker. All right, now first up is the Chase Sapphire Reserve, which has an annual fee of $550, gave me around $2,512 in value over the past 12 months, and usually gives out a 60,000 plus point bonus when you sign up. I always use this card when I'm booking travel and also for my day-to-day kind of regular purchases that my other cards don't really give me a lot of benefits from. And with that said, let's go into the benefits of the Chase Sapphire Reserve. First, the Chase Sapphire Reserve gives you a $300 annual travel credit for things like Ubers or flights, which is pretty easy to hit. The card also gives you free membership for DoorDash's Dash Pass, which is worth $10 a month, and you also get $5 in credits every month as well. So that's $15 a month or $180 a year. And if you order food regularly like me, this is a great benefit. Next is credit for global entry or TSA PreCheck, which costs $100 or so every 4 years. So that's $25 off a year. And you also get free priority pass, which is worth $299 a year. But I think that's a bit inflated because a lot of credit cards offer this as a service. So let's call this about $100 a year, which is about the value I think I get because I use lounges at least a few times a year. So in total, the annual value I gain is $605, which is a $55 profit versus the annual fee, but this doesn't include any points. The Chase Sapphire Reserve gives you 10x for hotels and cars and 5x for flights when you book through the Chase Ultimate Rewards portal. It also gives you 10x for Lyft rides, 3x for travel and dining, and 1 point for everything else. Over the past 12 months, I've earned 127,105 points, and I always redeem them for travel, which are worth at minimum 1.5 cents each if you use them in the Chase Ultimate Rewards portal, or even more if you find good deals for hotels or business class seats. Either way, these points are worth at minimum $1,907, bringing my total value from this card to $2,512 or a $1,962 profit. By the way, you also get $10 in credit every month for GoPuff, which is worth $120 a year, but I don't personally use this benefit, although I should. Just wanted to mention it in case any of you guys watching are considering this card. There are also a lot of great other miscellaneous benefits that I used before, like travel insurance, which has helped me get back hundreds of dollars, and also roadside assistance, which I've used to jumpstart my car 5 separate times. Lastly, let's discuss the sign-up bonus. I was pretty lucky in that I signed up when the card kind of first came out, and so I got 100,000 points. These days, I'm seeing a lot of offers for around 60,000 points if you spend $4,000 within the first 3 months. Now, I know a lot of you who are really into credit cards are probably wondering why I don't use the Amex Platinum, which is one of the main competitors for the Chase Sapphire Reserve. And I may actually sign up for it in the future. I don't think right now it really fits my lifestyle. I don't think I can maximize the benefits. But also, I use the Amex Business Platinum for my business Rare Liquid. And so that's one of the main reasons. As you can probably tell already, I really enjoy managing my personal finances, and a lot of people on Instagram and my friends ask me what kind of credit cards I use, and that's why I made this video. They also always ask me where I put my money. I think it's really important to make your money work for you, and while we saw huge declines in stocks, bonds, and real estate in 2022, it was also a huge year for alternative assets. Many investment professionals have started moving away from the traditional 60-40 stock bond portfolio and have begun investing in alternative investments. And today's sponsor, Masterworks, gives you access to one of the most exclusive alternative asset classes available, contemporary art. 2022 was a record-setting year for the art market, and in that year, Masterworks paid out over $25 million in total net returns to investors who didn't have to do any of the legwork in finding the best pieces or spending millions of dollars on paintings. Masterworks is a platform that allows you to invest in shares of blue-chip art from legends like Picasso, Basquiat, and Banksy, and the company has built an impressive track record of 11 exits, all of them profitable. With over 700,000 users, Masterworks offerings often sell out within minutes, and there usually is a waitlist to join Masterworks, but by partnering with them, I've been able to secure a link that allows you to skip that waitlist, which you can find down in the description below if you're interested. Going back into our credit cards, let's talk about the Amex Gold, which has a $250 annual fee, gave me $645 in value over the past 12 months, and usually gives a sign-up bonus of 60,000 points or more. I use the Amex Gold for most of my food purchases, which include dining at restaurants and at supermarkets, and earning back the annual fee for the Amex Gold is pretty simple. First, you get a $10 monthly credit for Uber Rides or Uber Eats, which is an easy $120 a year. You also get a $10 monthly credit for Grubhub, Cheesecake Factory, Goldbelly, Wine.com, Milk Bar, or Shake Shack. And personally, I have a Wine.com membership and set a monthly reminder on my calendar to order wine in order to make sure I use this credit. There's also a $100 on-site hotel credit you can get if you book a stay of 2 nights or more through Amex's hotel collection. So in total, the annual value I gain is $340, which is a profit of $90. But next, let's talk about points. I use the Amex Gold mainly for food because it gives you 4x for all dining at US restaurants and also at supermarkets. The card also gives you 3x on flights booked through Amex Travel and 1x for everything else, but I don't really use it for anything besides food. Over the past 12 months, I've earned 30,500 points, which is a value of $305 since Amex points are worth at least 1 cent each when booking flights through the Amex Travel portal. And as a result, the total value from the Amex Gold is $645 or a $395 profit. Lastly, for the sign-up bonus, Amex will usually give you 60,000 points if you spend $4,000 within the first 6 months of getting the card. I got 90,000 points because I got an offer in the mail, and Amex also has a lot of promotions that give more than the 60,000, so I would try to wait for that and see if you can get somewhere around 90,000 points or more. One quick thing before moving on, if you're finding this video helpful, I'd really appreciate if you could help me out by either sending this video later on to a friend who really needs to learn about credit cards and also pressing the like button because it really helps for the YouTube algorithm. Let's next talk about the Capital One Venture X, which has a $395 annual fee, gave me $500 in value over the past 12 months, and usually has a sign-up bonus of around 75,000 points or more. The Capital One Venture X card competes with the Amex Platinum and Chase Sapphire Reserve as a more luxury card, so the annual fee is a bit steep, but if you travel often every year, then I think it's really easy to earn the annual fee back. With this card, you'll get an annual travel credit of $300 when you book through Capital One Travel for things like flights or hotels, and then you get 10,000 points a year to spend, which is the equivalent of $100. There are also a lot of other benefits this card offers like lounge access, rental car status, global entry or TSA pre-check credit, insurance, and more. I personally don't use these benefits because my Chase Sapphire Reserve already covers most of these, but these benefits really can help add more value to the card if you're interested in the Capital One Venture X. The card also gives you $100 in experience credit if you book through Capital One's Premier Collection for hotels, bringing the total value of the card to $500 and a profit for me of $105. Next, going into points, this card gives you 10x for hotels and rental cars and 5x on flights when all of these are booked on the Capital One travel portal, and then 2x on all other purchases, which is pretty good. Regarding the sign-up bonus for this card, I was able to get 100,000 points because I got it when it first came out and was trying to steal share from the other luxury cards. Normally, I see this card giving out 75,000 points if you spend $4,000 within the first 3 months, and while I don't necessarily use this card that much, I did want to bring up this card because it is one that I think offers generally one of the more generous sign-up bonuses. And so if you're interested in a luxury card and want one where you're easily able to earn back the annual fee because you travel a lot, then this could be the card for you. The last card on the list is the Chase Amazon Prime card, which has a $0 annual fee, gave me $121 in value over the past 12 months, and also offers a $275 sign-up bonus. As you might have guessed, I use this card a lot for my Amazon purchases and also Whole Foods, which is my favorite grocery market. If you have Amazon Prime, the Amazon Prime card gives you 5% back for purchases on Amazon, Amazon Fresh, and Whole Foods. So it's basically an automatic 5% discount for those of you who spend on Amazon and Whole Foods. The card also gives you 10% back on certain Amazon purchases, 5% back on Chase travel purchases, 2% back for restaurants, gas, and transit and commuting, including rideshare, and 1% back on all other purchases, but I don't personally use this card for any of these. Amazon gives you the cash back in points, and I earned $121 in value in terms of points over the past 12 months. And so with a $0 annual fee, that's pure profit. And I think this card is a no-brainer if you buy a lot on Amazon and have Prime membership. Regarding the sign-up bonus, Amazon gives you $150 in Amazon credit when you first sign up, and then the opportunity to earn 5% back on the first $2,500 you spend within the first 3 months, which is a $125 value. So in total, $275 for the sign-up bonus. And so, in summary, I have most of my travel covered by my Chase Sapphire Reserve, and then some of it with my Capital One Venture X. And then for food delivery and day-to-day purchases, I mainly use my Chase Sapphire Reserve. And then for dining at restaurants and groceries, I usually use my Amex Gold. And then for Amazon purchases and Whole Foods, I use my Amazon Prime card. I would say these 4 cards really help me maximize my rewards and benefits for pretty much all my purchases on a day-to-day basis. And as I mentioned earlier on in the video, my philosophy with credit cards is that it shouldn't stress you out to have to meet all of the benefits by like spending more. And I'm not a credit card churner. These are just the 4 cards in my wallet that I use on a day-to-day basis to maximize my rewards. Of course, even when you have just one credit card, there can be a lot of benefits to keep track of, and a lot more when you have 4 or more credit cards. And so I actually keep track of everything in an Excel, and I've downloaded this free credit card tracker template that you can download for free if you use my link down in the description below. If you found this video helpful, you'll probably also like the next video you're gonna see on this screen, which is about my top 5 productivity hacks. I've been the most productive I've ever been my entire life this past year. And so check out that video if you'd like. Also wanted to give you guys a friendly reminder about Masterworks if you want to invest into blue chip art. All of that will be linked down in my description below. With that said, thank you all so much for watching this video. See you guys in the next one. Thanks so much guys, and peace out.